Was Edgar Allan Poe a gloomy, macabre figure who lived a life as dark as his stories? Well, not exactly. The man behind the Raven and the Telltale Heart was far more complex and fascinating than his popular image suggests. Get ready to have your mind blown, because we're about to uncover 5 surprising facts about the master of mystery, Edgar Allan Poe. Let's start with a big one. Poe didn't just write horror. He was a pioneer of science fiction. In works like The Unparalleled Adventure of Hans Fall, he described a journey to the moon with incredible detail. Long before Jules Verne, he also practically invented the modern detective story. His character, C. August Dupin, was the original super sleuth, using logic and deduction to solve crimes. Sherlock Holmes, he owes a huge debt to Poe's creation. So, next time you enjoy a crime thriller, remember to thank Edgar. Now, for his most famous poem, The Raven. You might think it was an overnight success, a stroke of genius that instantly made him a star. The truth is, it was a sensation, but it didn't make him rich. He was paid only about $9 for its publication. The poem made him a household name, and he was often asked to recite it at parties. People would even flap their arms like birds and call him the Raven when he walked down the street. It brought him fame, but not fortune. Here's something you probably didn't know. Poe was a total jock. In his youth, he was a gifted athlete. His classmates remembered him as a champion boxer, a strong runner, and an incredible swimmer. In one famous incident, he swam 6 miles against the current in Virginia's James River. That's a serious feat of endurance. It's a far cry from the frail, sickly writer we often imagine, isn't it? Think Poe was just a writer. Think again. He was also a brilliant cryptographer. He loved codes and puzzles, and even challenged readers of a magazine he worked for to send him ciphers, boasting he could solve any of them. And he did. He believed that no code created by a human couldn't be solved by another human. He even incorporated a complex cryptogram into his story The Gold Bug, making the hunt for hidden treasure even more thrilling for the reader. Finally, let's talk about his mysterious death. To this day, nobody knows for sure what happened. He was found delirious on the streets of Baltimore, wearing clothes that weren't his, and died a few days later in the hospital. Theories range from alcohol poisoning and rabies to a brain tumor, or even that he was a victim of a bizarre election fraud scheme. It's the ultimate Poe-style mystery, one that he himself might have written. His final words were reportedly, "Lord, help my poor soul." So, the next time you think of Edgar Allan Poe, remember the multifaceted man behind the myth, the sci-fi pioneer, the athletic champion, the master codebreaker, and the star of a real-life mystery that remains unsolved. He was so much more than just a purveyor of gloom. If you enjoyed uncovering these surprising facts, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into history's most fascinating figures. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.